Hey everybody, it's Adam from Tested with special guest.
Michael from Vsauce.
Yes. Okay, Michael, we're doing a project today that involves us going out on the road together on our 40-city tour.
Yes, and I've done some stage stuff before, but I've always had that little like Britney Spears mic, right?
Yeah.
And it makes me feel like a diva. It's not very natural.
No. And I will tell you, having worn one for multiple tours, it never quite molds to your ear correctly.
Right.
They make new ones that clip on both ears, and I find it's really constricting.
And if I
Plus,
want to change on stage,
well, that's the thing.
if I want a shirt to come off and not hit anything,
You want to flex?
That's the whole reason I did this, is just to like, show this off.
Okay, so what I found the last couple of tours I did, I was changing my shirt a lot, and it was a nightmare. I was undoing my mic, and I was losing my muffy, which is a nightmare. And I got a tip from Penn Jillette. He does this because they have to do costume changes in Penn and Teller's stage show. He puts his microphone in his glasses.
Really?
And so my sound guy, Chris, actually spec'd a couple of elements, and these are my touring glasses. And the cables go back behind my head, and this is completely, gives me all freedom and a fantastic sound profile.
And I can't see anything.
No.
These aren't bifocals though.
These aren't bifocals. These are transition because I don't need bifocals on stage.
Transition.
Yeah. The problem with transition is when you get older like me, it doesn't quite work. So the whole universe flexes when I move. So these are only
I don't
good for
have that
stage.
yet. I
No.
still just use one prescription everywhere.
Young, fresh eyes.
Right.
So we are going to build a pair of mic elements into your glasses.
Yes.
And wait a minute, where are those mic elements? Are they over there? The little, hold on just a second. Okay, this is not fully prepping for the shoot. Here we have the mic element, and we're going to build one of these into your glasses.
Full disclosure to you guys, I either was not told or didn't read the email saying that we were doing this today. So I came here with just this pair of glasses.
So we're going to use your hero glasses?
They're my day-to-day actual glasses. They're the ones I've worn in every episode since I got them, years. And now you're going to be, well, using tools on them.
I am. You won't notice.
You're not going to break them.
Trust me. No. I'm not going to break them. And you can see here, this is, it's a very, very small amount of disruption with the visual line of the glasses. In fact, we're also not even gluing the microphone to the glasses. We're gluing a little housing the microphone slips into. So yes, you can pull that microphone out and wear those glasses just fine, and there shouldn't be any trouble.
Cool.
So shall we
Let's do it.
Start with a mod? Now I guess while we're doing this, you're going to be blind.
I'm nearsighted, so I can see this stuff pretty well.
Okay.
It's you guys way out there that are just a blur.
How nearsighted are you? Because I'm so nearsighted I couldn't read a stop sign from 15 feet away. Oh, let me see your glasses.
I could tell it was a stop sign. Check it out.
Let's see.
I actually read without any glasses
This
on.
makes me want to talk like Michael when
Is that
wear
how I
these.
talk?
It's a little bit.
I'm just trying to be, articulate and clear.
I will tell you that the last time we were hanging out in LA and doing writing for this show, I came back home and did a tested video, and when I was watching the rushes, I realized, oh my God, I sound a little like Michael.
Oh, really?
Well, I really like the way you speak, and so this is sort of infected, like a Zelling
It's kind of like a Ross Geller. I don't talk the same way I talk in videos in real life. They're close.
They are.
But
You're a little more precise in the videos.
It's a little like, also, I'm going to give you guys time to kind of catch up and make sure we're on the same page.
Yeah.
And to make sure that I've said everything correctly, because I'm going to look back over what I just said. Yes, correct.
Okay.
I will be kind of blind, so maybe I shouldn't man any tools, but we'll see. I mean, I can see up close pretty well.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be using this tool, which is a Dremel. It is effectively a high-speed spinning rotary bit.
Oh, wow,
You can see the little flutes on there.
And how is it different than just a drill?
It goes much higher speed. And I can lower that speed for sensitivity. Cool. It takes a multitude of different kinds of bits there, and I think this little roundover will be the one that I want. And it'll allow me to carve just a little bit of a channel to give myself better surface area on the mic thing that we're gluing in there.
And what material are these made out of? Acrylic? Plastic?
plastic. I don't know whether it's acrylic or ABS or even a thermoset resin. I'm not sure about.
But it doesn't matter.
It doesn't matter because we're going to be gluing it in with a cyanoacrylate acrylic glue, basically.
Great.
And because we'll be taking this that little housing right there, all I'm doing is creating a little bit of a channel so that that housing has a nice amount of surface area to mate with your glasses.
Right.
All right, I would want to not hurt your lenses, so let me put this on there. And I want to put this on the left side here. And these arms are called, they're called temples.
The whole arm, because I usually call it like maybe an arm. I never know what to say. Temples.
Having messed with and broken glasses for decades, I'm actually pretty good at working on them. These look like they're quite spread out, but they fit your head. Do you have a larger head than normal?
I don't think so. I think I spread them out because of the way I take them on and off. And sometimes I have to retighten them so that they don't get looser and looser.
Yeah, they were actually pretty loose when I started with them. Okay, so let's see. I want to match this. Yeah, right about there. Okay. So here we go. We're carving into your glasses.
These are going to be the glasses I will be wearing on stage during Brain Candy. You guys are watching it be born. Sounds like a dentist's drill.
Yeah,
Is it the same kind of thing?
It is. A dentist drill works on a very high speed, actually even much higher than this, and
Yeah.
it's usually air powered. But
Yeah.
you can get these going really fast. All right, I'm going to do both sides. All right.
Can I see what you've done so far? Because
Yeah.
even from this distance, without them on, I can't see what's going on.
By all means. So I've just carved out a
wow.
little channel there, and I haven't broken the outside line here. So that line is the same.
Right.
And then this little guy here.
Wow, this is a little scary to me because these are literally my glasses, the only ones I have, at least here. I think I have some at home that are older. But, oh, the poor guys, it's like seeing your kid get maimed.
Or like being there when your kid's getting operated on.
But I appreciate that, yeah, you're not changing the silhouette of them.
I'm trying not to. And you know, this is a little bump that'll be, and my glasses have slightly thicker frame than yours.
Yep,
But we're gonna
yep.
keep on going down with that channel a little bit to try and just make sure this sinks into the line
Yeah.
as much as possible. I actually had a radio producer watch my show, and at the end of the touring show, all she wanted to know was where the hell was my mic, 'cause
Yep.
she couldn't find it. That looks like a good amount of surface area.
Without my glasses on, you can see just how blue my eyes are. You see that?
There we go.
A lot of people think they're brown. They're blue. Yours are blue.
Mine are very blue, it's true.
Yeah.
Which is great when I dress up as Chewbacca, because Peter Mayhew has blue eyes. Not many people realize that Chewbacca is blue-eyed.
I wouldn't have guessed that.
All right, so... that is...
Tell me if I'm getting too close.
No,
I just
no,
don't
no,
have any
not at all.
glasses on.
I am not a claustrophobic human, so... Okay. Oop. So what I'm going to do is, I'm just going to wet the bottom of this in the CA glue. And then I'm going to actually, yeah. That is a little bit of accelerant that helps the CA glue set immediately. So we do that. The carbon dioxide in your breath also helps CA glue to
Oh,
cure.
it's not just the moving air, it's also the carbon dioxide.
And I'm also doing that because CA glue can tend to cause crazing on glass or plastic.
Ooh.
But we shouldn't have much trouble. Now it should be relatively set here. Let me just blow it off so we can get rid of it. That looks, do you see how nice and neat that is?
Yeah.
And that is actually going to be a pretty good hold. So if we put this in there, oh, okay, I'm going to need to carve out a little bit more behind it. There we go. I can't believe I'm doing this to your real glasses.
I know. I mean, honestly, if you break them, it'd be a good story.
Have you ever had fans buy a pair of these because you wear them?
No, because I've worn a lot of different glasses. I used to have a pair that were Converse brand,
Converse.
and I did get a few emails about them.
Huh.
No one asks about these, but I've gone through a few different pairs. The backup emergency pair I have at home are totally messed up because I took them into a sauna.
Oh.
And when I left, rather than having temples like this, they were bowed out like some kind of hula hoop.
You know, next time
And-
we see each other, I can fix that. I'm really
You can fix
good.
it?
Yeah, I can fix it.
What, we heat it up again or something?
A little hair dryer
Okay.
and some hot water.
I'll bring them next time because they're cool. They're like red on the inside. I think I only used them in a couple of videos.
All right. Okay, so I think this. Oh, it's perfect. Look
Yeah?
at that. It just slips right in there.
Awesome.
All right. Let's pop that in. Okay, and I'll pop the temple on and. Oh, putting tiny screws in with big dumb fingers. Always difficult. So now, you have silvered colored
Yeah.
glasses. So in order to route these, I am going to use some aluminum tape. Give me just a sec. Tested fans know that I love this aluminum tape. I use this for making fake swords and
And what
knives.
is it made out of? It's actually aluminum.
It's actually
foil?
soft aluminum with a sticky back.
Soft
yeah.
aluminum and a sticky.
It's used in plumbing. Plumbers use this all the time for sealing pipes or sealing ducts. So this is actually far better for sealing ducts than duct tape.
Why?
Because the one thing that duct tape is the worst at is sealing ducts.
Right? Is it temperature based?
Well, yeah, and duct tape tends to take thermal heating and cooling cycles very poorly. It gets very brittle. In fact, duct tape is not duct tape. Its original name was duck tape, as in
like the animal.
Yep.
I thought that was just a pun.
No,
So why duct tape originally?
because of its waterproof properties.
Oh, but ducks aren't known for withstanding thermal cycles.
No, they get brittle.
Yeah, which ducts do a lot of.
All right.
This is cool. So apparently it sounds really good. Better than right now. I've got a mic hidden underneath my sweater, which someone had to like reach up and.
I wore
touch
this.
my
Yeah,
chest,
so I bring
and
these when I do
apologize to
corporate
them.
appearances, and when I spoke at TED last year, their sound guy, like every sound guy I bring these to, was a little bit dubious about it. But when I wore it on stage, he said it had one of the best sound profiles he'd heard.
You have to bring this part,
Yes.
and this is universal enough that.
No, I have an adapter for
got
it too that
adapters.
goes to. That's a Shure XLR. Is that right, Manny? Ish.
Ish.
And I have a 1/8" adapter.
And what
for
is the
other-
microphone actually called? Or the type of microphone?
It's a Countryman.
Uh-huh.
And I don't know what. Well, it's in there. What it's got. What
Just a super small little.
Yeah. And
It's probably a B6, which is their most miniature profile.
a B6. We'll actually put up the information about what this element is, so you guys know about it.
Yeah.
In case you want to do this yourselves. I actually have a couple of friends who've implemented this as a solution for stage work. All right.
This could also be good for people who like to pace around and talk and record what they're saying. Maybe that's just me, but I like to be all alone and just talk out loud. And then all of a sudden I'll say things and I'm like, oh, what did I just say? That was a really good way to say it, or that was a good idea.
So what you really mean is that even if you didn't have a YouTube channel, you'd be recording what you're saying anyway.
Even before I had a YouTube channel, I was doing what you see me do on the YouTube channel, just no one was watching.
That's
And I was
awesome.
all alone in my bedroom. Now,
I love that.
at least I can share,
Share the discoveries you're making.
well, the curiosity that I'm feeling, and the discoveries that other people have made that I'm celebrating, let's
Yes,
say.
sure.
Yeah.
All right, I'm just trying to get this to be really...
Really weird to not have glasses on. I put them on first thing in the morning, take them off when I go to bed.
Oh, and there's, I mean, it's literally like I start to get panicked if I don't have them.
Yeah, the whole world has collapsed in on me because what I can make out is so much closer now that it's claustrophobic.
Okay, here we go, almost there.
And are you sanding this down so it's matte?
Oh, right, I forgot about that part, thank you. With a little bit of Scotch-Brite, I can make it less shiny. And slightly more match the texture of your glasses.
Which are now my brain candy glasses.
Which is, yes!
Yeah.
Oh, those are my touring glasses. I can't talk very much while I'm doing this because it's high degree of concentration required.
I'd say more, but I'm just fascinated by what's going on and what it's going to be like to have these like cyborg glasses.
Oh, it's so freeing. I can't even tell you.
You know, we have 3 voices, Adam.
We have 3 voices. Wait, explain.
You've got the sound waves that come right out of your mouth, like direct. And you hear that. Some of those actually reach the inside of your ear right away.
Right.
But you also have the reflective voice, the way your voice is bouncing off of the things around you.
So the acoustics of the
and you
room
can-
or your environment.
Yeah. Here, let me grab these. You can hear the difference if you hold 2 cards up in front of your ears. Now I'm not getting those direct sound waves right from my mouth into my ear hole.
you
I'm
hear-
blocking that, so I'm only hearing how the room is reflecting my voice. It's a good way to check like how the room sounds.
And you look awesome too.
And you look awesome. Anyway, the third is something that only you hear. It's the voice in your head, literally, that conducts through your bones.
The conductive sound.
Because yeah, your jawbone, your cranial bones, they vibrate and they move your eardrum as well. And that is a much lower frequency. That's why, to yourself, you sound really more bassy. But then you hear a recording of your voice,
And it always
it's
sounds
like, "Hey, I'm
whiny."
Michael Stevens," and you're like, "Do you really sound like that?"
Yeah,
And everyone's like, "Yeah, that's exactly what you sound like," because they're not getting the bone-conducted noise. So that's one of the reasons we hate hearing ourselves in a recording.
Because it's just not accurate
It's
to
not.
what we
It's not
hear.
what we think we sound like. Yeah, it's some stranger who's way tinnier and higher pitched.
I tell people that, and you've had this experience, I'm sure, that you get used to it. You get used to hearing your own voice because I've sort of separate out my camera voice that I hear and my own voice, you know? It's like, it's a character.
Right. What do you have a name for the on-screen Adam character?
I don't.
I mean, for me, it's Vsauce Michael,
Oh, right.
right? And they're not that different. But I find myself when I'm like trying to talk about something that I find really exciting in real life,
Yeah.
getting into that character and being like, hold back.
Right. You don't want to be performing for your friends.
Has your accent or how you pronounce words changed because of being on TV and having people from all over the world listen to you and complain about?
That's when I stopped reading comments because someone mentioned that I use the word actually too much, which is a totally valid complaint. But after I read that, pretty much for the rest of my life, every time I say the word actually, I think of that guy. And I don't need that kind of noise bouncing around in my head.
Yeah, exactly. I haven't learned to ignore those voices. For me, I'm trying to learn how to say situation.
How do you normally
I say
it?
situation.
Oh,
Like with the
oh,
J.
shoot, I put too much pressure on it and I
just pop it
delaminated
out?
the glue. Yep. Okay, so cool. That's good to know.
Looks like we've got a situation. I don't know how to say that word. I say situation. And I say it all the time, and in the comments on YouTube, people are like, situation with a
What
GD.
is situation? So what I'm doing right now,
Scoring?
yeah, I'm giving it a little bit of tooth so that the glue has something to grab
You
onto.
didn't break the glasses, did you?
No.
Okay.
Not at all. So,
And I used to say thing for thing.
for which?
I'd be like, here's the thing.
Thing.
Thang. I mean, I grew up in Kansas, which wasn't quite, southern, but yeah, I would always say, here's the thing. And I couldn't pronounce the difference between a writing pen and a sharp pin until I was in college. And people were like, what are you talking about?
Did you grow up drinking soda or pop?
You know what? I grew up drinking Coke.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
You're from that?
I'm from that. Yeah.
That is so weird to me.
I'm not making this up. I worked at a snack shop. And people would say, hey, can I get a Coke? And I'd be like, well, yeah, what kind? We've got Sprite, Dr. Pepper. And they'd be like, what? Regular. And I'm like, oh, Coca-Cola,
Yeah.
which is a type of Coke.
Isn't that
crazy?
Yeah, it totally drives me
I
crazy.
didn't really hear
don't
pop
understand.
very often. Soda is what I would say now. But I haven't drank soda since I was a sophomore in high school.
What?
Yeah, my first heartbreak occurred then. This episode's about to get really personal. And I was a mess. I was like, I cannot believe that I was rejected.
Yes.
Or, I could believe it.
Right.
But it was more sad than I expected.
Yeah.
And so I decided, you know what? I'm gonna make myself better. And I ran every other day, and I lifted weights that summer, and I lost a bunch of weight. I got toned up, and I stopped drinking soda because,
You wanted her to regret the decision.
I wanted her to see me in the fall and go, what did I lose?
That's hilarious. That's amazing.
Yeah. And everyone was like, you really transformed. Like, how did you do it? And I said, well, I didn't drink soda. You did? How did you not drink soda? And I was like, wasn't that big of a deal. So I haven't since.
Yeah.
But you know what? I do drink energy drinks.
Ah.
And you might say, what's the difference? I only drink sugar-free ones.
Okay.
But
What's the difference?
Yeah, what's the difference? They're both
Oh,
caffeinated.
sugar-free ones,
They both
yeah.
have carbonated water as a base. Like
Well,
literally, you're
you've read
drinking
the
soda.
stuff you've read the stuff that the phenylketonuria activate your glucose receptors just the same as sugar does, right?
So your body thinks it's getting
your body
glucose.
responds to the diet stuff just as if it's sugar.
So, for me though, it's just a linguistic ritual.
Right, you don't drink soda. Okay, so I think we are good. So what I've done is I've routed it up the side of the temple using the buffed aluminum tape. Once we got to the black part of the temple, I used a couple of wraps of electrical tape.
So how do I use them?
You simply fold them up like this, and you wear them on your shirt like this, and then the mic will pick up all the sound for you.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah, it's really, and it looks totally natural, and no one realizes there's a mic there.
Yeah.
Your mic glasses are finished for Brain Candy, and this has been a tested build with Adam Savage and the fabulous Michael Stevens.
A mic for Michael Stevens.
Thanks, guys.
Made that up on the spot. Clever.